So I felt compelled. This video is going to be a breakdown of what it looks like for an ego death. And in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to start really kind of minimalizing. Not because I enjoy TikTok, don't get me wrong. I'm very censored, for sure. Very censored. On TikTok, on Facebook, on YouTube, on all platforms. And so really the only angle that's going to be best for me is me pushing out my podcast. And I've gotten the angles started on it. And so I'm going to really try to focus on that, even with my technical difficulties. Because I'm just tired of all this nonsense. I'm tired of all the nonsense, okay? And I really have some great ideas. And so yeah, that said. And I know that I be spitting out a lot of knowledge. I know I do, you know? And I want everybody to gain as much as they can from me, you know? And I want everybody to learn how to be the best version of themselves. You know, I want to help people evolve. I really want to help people evolve. Evolving is what's going to save you in this world. In this world, you taking control of yourself and evolving, that's your lifeline. That's your Hail Mary. That's your safety net. It really is. Otherwise, I mean, well, the proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding what's happening. All right? And if you're chasing the bag, if you're chasing the dream, if you're chasing the title, if you're chasing the money, well, look how happy all those that have the money and the bag and the title are. They're not very happy right now. They're not. No, they're too busy creating fake pages, sending messages, falsifying documents, coercion, bribery in the justice system, outside of the justice system, in the government. I mean, sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. So, I mean, really, do you want to be chasing that? I'm going to go with a hard pass. So, ego death is dismantling of your false identity. False identity. The version of you created by trauma, people-pleasing, survival, pride, fear, status, and validation. Let me read that again. All right. What is a false identity? And you have to think, okay, identity. I have an identity. I have an identity. You have an identity. But everybody gets their identity from these things: trauma, people-pleasing, survival, pride, fear, status quo, and validation. And if you listen to all of those words, not one of those words have anything to do about you. What do you like? What makes you happy? What do you enjoy? What do you stand on? What are your morals, your values, your ethics? What do you enjoy doing? What's your hobbies? What kind of music do you like? What do you like? Dancing, poetry, reading, writing, singing, right? Being out in nature, going on walks, hiking, camping, four-wheeling, building cars, or just making money and building businesses, right? Chasing the title. You just have to look at the grand scheme of things, like the experience of life, what's important to you. Quality over quantity. It's just, it boils down to that. It really does. And I'm on the quality side. I'm on the quality side of life. Quality means more to me than quantity. Period. I enjoy just living. Like, less is more. When it comes to like materialistic things, less is more to me. But I get so much more out of life. I'll never not be extra. I'll never bring it down a notch. I'll never not be more, right? In the essence of who I am and my identity, and how I work and how I operate and how I move and my energy and just being authentically me. They're like, I'm never going to tame that beast, right? But less when it comes to like material things and like chasing bag and money and stuff like that. Yeah, that's definitely less. Like I don't need much. I don't want much by any means. I want the world to get more. People need more. I had this one lady come into work today. She has a 3-bedroom house and she pays $2,000 for a 3-bedroom house in my local area. And again, I know that that's, people might say that's not that bad, but if you go based off what we make here, that's insane. I mean, it's absolutely insane. I mean, it's like the rich are like, we must get richer. We must get richer. We must buy more properties. We have to build more developments. We have to. It's the only way. It's the only way. Right? We must build more property management companies, more developments. We have to build more houses and then we have to rent it out and then we can make more money. Like, it's freaking sick, man. It's sick. It's sick. I'm sorry, it just is. For entertainment purposes only, but it's just crazy. It's freaking crazy. And as soon as I said that, it freaking thundered. I was outside. I said it out loud too. I'd be saying stuff because I want them to hear it. What happens during your ego death? The roles you played stop making sense. That's the first numero uno. For me, was when I realized the roles I was playing in my life made no sense. All my friendships didn't make sense. My job didn't make sense. My family relationship didn't make sense. My relationship with my son didn't make sense. Everything happening in the back when it came to my ex didn't make sense. Nothing made sense. Nothing made sense. There was nothing making sense. And the role that I was playing was not making sense. It wasn't at all. And then I realized I was a puppet on a string. I was a puppet on a string. And they were the ones holding the strings. They were. And that's just, it was the most gruesome. And I'm going to unpack this more. This is a cliff notes to go ahead and put it out there for you guys. Relationship that once fed your ego begin to feel empty and toxic. That part. When you completely go in and you change yourself from the inside out and you just no longer run like on the same things the world wants you to run on, right? You then start realizing how toxic your relationships are and how empty they truly are. Because it was all surface level. Controlled by different strings. You know? And it's just one of those things. It's hard. And you have to understand that people go through their spiritual awakenings. People go through their life how they are. And you give them space. Like, I'm making this video and this is regarding me. Right? But I appreciate and respect everybody for where they're at in their walk. Whether they're, went through their ego death, they're spiritually awoken, they're spiritual, they're not spiritual, they're religious, they're whatever. Like, that makes no difference to me. I'm just talking about for me. For me. And putting in perspective my ego death to the best of my abilities. This is just surface level. This is just like icing on the cake. And I know anybody that's went through an ego death would be like, it's that, but let's see here. You no longer resonate with things that used to define you. That part. Yeah. You don't. It's just so crazy when you just, it's so hard. When you finally, like for me, my world around me was just so manipulated and it was so fake. And the whole time I knew it. And it's like I woke up to it one day and it was just like my heart and gut got ripped out. And I don't know. I don't really know how else to explain it. It's crazy. I know it is crazy. I still struggle with it too. I mean, the external world may collapse, jobs, friendships, habits, to mirror your internal unraveling. Whoever wants to save their life will lose it, but whoever loses their life for me will find it. Matthew 16:25. This isn't about physical death. It's about the death of self that leads you to your spiritual rebirth. I love you guys. Sweet dreams. I hope this video resonated. I'm going to unpack it more later.